I've been so colorblind, and I've been so colorblind. Yeah, hey, trips to the mall, I just tripped in the
Welcome to my version of the weekend takeaway from NFL Week 1. Started off with Thursday, the Falcons versus the Eagles. The Eagles won 18-12. Then starting on Sunday, the Bengals played the Colts. Bengals won 34-23. The Bills and the Ravens. Ravens stomped Buffalo 47-3. The Bucks beat the Saints 48-40 in a shootout in New Orleans. Patriots played the Texans. Patriots only won by 7, 27-20. The 49ers and the Vikings played 24-16. Dolphins and Titans. Dolphins won 27-20. Jags played in New York, playing the Giants 20-15. Steelers Brown ended a tie. The Chargers and the Chiefs played. The Chiefs won 38-28. Cowboys Panthers played. Panthers won 16-8. The Washington Redskins played Arizona. Washington beat Arizona 24-6. The Seahawks and the Broncos played. The Broncos won 27-24. Packers Bears played Sunday night 24-23. Thanks to Aaron Rodgers' comeback. We'll get to that in a second. Jets played the Lions on Monday. Jets won 48-17. And then the Rams played the Raiders. Rams won 33-13. Now, my 5 takeaways, starting with Aaron Rodgers. He looked pretty... It was bad in the first half, and then he obviously got hurt. A defender fell on his leg, and he had to get taken out by a cart, which was scary. But he ended up coming back in the second half. They were down 20-0. Aaron Rodgers came back on the field and led them all the way back to a 24-23 win with a game-winning touchdown to Randall Cobb for 75 yards. My takeaway, when he came back, he looked a little slow. He didn't have his mobility. Obviously, his leg was hurting him. He couldn't really plant and throw bombs, but he did lead them back. I don't know if it was Chicago's defense getting to him in the first half, but obviously it didn't really matter in the end because he led them back to a win. My second takeaway, Dallas's offense was not there. It was a very boring game by both sides. I figured there would be a more interesting game. Dak Prescott got sacked 6 times with a good Carolina defense helping out with that. They're definitely missing Des Bryant. I think they need a veteran wide receiver on that field to help them with developing these young wide receivers. Ezekiel Elliott looked pretty strong, but obviously he couldn't really do much along with the entire Dallas offense. It was a big flop. My third takeaway, the Raiders looked pretty good the first few drives. Obviously they lost. I figured I'd expect more from the Raiders. Marshawn looked pretty good, but eventually he didn't do much at the end of the game. But that first drive, he carried that whole defense with him into the end zone for a touchdown. And then after that, they just got scorched by the Rams. My third takeaway, Tampa Bay looked really good with Ryan Fitzpatrick. He threw for over 400 yards with 4 touchdowns and 1 rushing. Beating the Saints, it was pretty rocky. They were beating the Saints. It was like 48-20-ish at like the third quarter, but it ended up being a good game, 48-40. I think Jameis is not going to get his quarterback's starting position back. We'll see. I mean, it was the first week, so you never know. But Ryan Fitzpatrick looked pretty good. The Fitzmagic was on fire. My fourth takeaway, the Titans I know Austin loves the Titans, but it looks pretty bad. Obviously, Delaney Walker out with a fractured ankle, out for the season. That's a big hit. Mariota got hit pretty hard. So we'll see about that. The Titans hopefully can pick it back up, and hopefully they can get somewhere in the playoffs. My fifth takeaway, the Giants. It was bad. The Jags D was on fire. I give him that. Odell Beckham, he had over 100 receiving yards. Saquon Barkley looked pretty good in the running back spot, but they couldn't finish it off. I think their offense is there. I think they have the offensive power, and I really expected more, even though it was nice seeing the Jags win, and we'll see what the Jags do against the Patriots next week. That's my week 1 takeaways. Thank you for listening. Visit roundtablesports.com for all Roundtable Sports Talk content. You can find our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Spotify, Podbean. You can find videos on Facebook, YouTube. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that. We're going to get you guys a live show Friday, hopefully. We'll be live. So catch that live stream. If not, you can revisit the episode Saturday when we release it, along with the video. Thank you.
I'm the chosen one, the savior. But all these triple six, yeah, make it look like I was up to no good. At least that's what my mama said, yeah. Now I'm the one giving mama bread. Done with the pain, I feel so